I wake up. It's New Year, the roads are clear, Z-line streets warm with beer. From the night before long, the hospital appears. First case, open heart surgery. My job, to watch and observe. Haven't seen one before. The nurse in charge gives me a tour of the room. Soon, the patient is with us and everyone is quiet as snowfall. A blue drape separates anaesthetist from surgeon's cut. I am able to peer over the top. All of a sudden I feel dizzy, the shock of feeling my own heart about to stop. For there, below the drape, a landscape, not a patient, begins to take shape. Brussels, 1914, the nurse in charge whispers in my ear. Look, she says, and waves her hand below at the scene. Cavalry, infantry, as if this might be a dream. All of them resting against their packs in the street. Where once a patient used to be, she now nods her head towards soldiers resting their feet. And beside the road are rows of nurses waiting to pass, hundreds of them, trained volunteers awaiting the chance to serve on the front line. In the operating room, the patient is prepared. The ECG is given to me, and on it, not heart rhythms and squiggly lines, but a letter, handwritten and signed by matron Sarah Swift, stating the need for trained quality nurses after the experiences of wartime. I peer over again and see the sternum is now cut through, the pericardium glistening like dewdrops on the grass at Cavendish Square. And wait, I know I've been there, but not at this time. As I stare into the cavity, and what is presented to me is not a heart pumping with blood, but a room full of books. 1945, heads down, nurses studying, buddying up in the Royal College's new Library of Nursing. The monitor bleeps. A healthcare assistant wraps the patient's feet in gauze. They are worn and hard-soled. 1981 November was cold and wet with little sunshine. 400,000 NHS workers were living with salaries below the poverty line. But a siege of voices and hundreds of feet on the ground found the government increasing pay by 12%. I take a seat. The operation is complete and I can feel my upturned palms are buzzing with some strange heat. I look down and see an electrical grid pulsating across the lines in my skin. The nurse in charge catches my eye, gives me a grin. It's as if everything we've learnt today is now held here within my hands, sitting here with this white-hot ball of energy, cleverly twisting and changing shape, capable of moving forward at great speed, but never slipping through my fingers. It lingers here with me. Even when the light begins to disappear, I feel the warmth of thousands of members. 100 years.